Your car breaks down. Your phone screen shatters. Your dog needs surgery. Pick one. Statistically, one of these will happen to you in the next 12 months. And if you don't have a few $1,000s sitting in a separate account when it does, that one bad day turns into 6 months of credit card debt. This is what an emergency fund prevents. And building one isn't about having a high income. It's about having a recipe. Welcome back to Cash Flow Kitchen. Last week we cooked up the 50-30-20 budget. Today we're cooking the dish that 20% actually goes toward your emergency fund. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how much you need, where to keep it, how to build it from zero in any income range, and the trap that wipes out emergency funds before they ever finish growing. Stick around. The trap at the end is what separates people who build an emergency fund once from people who keep starting one over and over. First step. Figure out your real number. You've probably heard the rule, 3 to 6 months of expenses. That's a good rule. It's also the wrong starting point. If you don't have any emergency fund right now, 3 to 6 months feels impossible. So you don't start. The recipe doesn't get made. Instead, work in 3 layers. Layer 1. $1,000. This is your starter buffer. It covers most car repairs, most medical co-pays, most broken phones. It is the difference between a stressful weekend and a financial spiral. Layer 2. 1 full month of expenses. Add up your rent, food, utilities, insurance, minimum debt payments. Whatever that number is. That's layer 2. Layer 3. 3 to 6 months of that same number. This is the long-term goal. The version of you that can lose a job and not panic. Don't think about layer 3 yet. Just focus on layer 1. $1,000. That's the only number that matters this month. Step 2. Where you keep this money matters almost as much as having it. 3 rules. Your emergency fund should be separate from your checking account, easy to access in 2 or 3 days, and earning interest while it sits. That rules out a few common mistakes. Don't keep it in your regular checking account. You'll spend it. Not on purpose, just by accident, when the balance looks bigger than it really is. Don't keep it in cash under your mattress. It loses value to inflation every single year, and you have zero protection if something happens to your home. And don't invest it in stocks or crypto. Emergency funds are not for growing. They are for being there. The whole point is that the value doesn't move. The right answer for almost everyone is a high-yield savings account at a separate bank from your main one. Online banks usually pay several times more interest than traditional banks. The money is FDIC insured, available within a couple of business days, and just out of reach enough that you won't dip into it on a Tuesday afternoon. Step 3. The actual building. This is where most videos lose people. They tell you to just save more. That's not a recipe. That's a wish. Here's a real recipe. 3 ingredients. Ingredient 1. Automate a small weekly transfer. $25 a week is $1,300 a year. You won't feel it leaving. You will feel it arriving. Ingredient 2. Funnel found money. Tax refund. Birthday cash. Side gig payments. Cashback rewards. Anything that wasn't in your regular paycheck goes straight into the emergency fund, no exceptions, until you hit layer 1. Ingredient 3. Run one tiny sprint. For 30 days, cut one specific category in half. Streaming services, takeout, anything. Move the difference into the fund. After 30 days, go back to normal. You're not changing your life. you're funding the airbag. Combine all three and most people hit the first $1,000 in 8 to 12 weeks. From zero. With no extra income. Let's cook this for someone starting with $0 saved. Week 1. Open a high-yield savings account at an online bank. Set up an automatic transfer of $25 every Friday. Week 2 through 12. The auto transfer keeps running. $300 accumulates quietly. Somewhere in there, a tax refund of $400 hits. Straight into the fund. You run a 30-day sprint cutting takeout in half. That's another $200. 12 weeks in, you're at $900. By week 16, you've crossed 1,000. Layer 1. Done. From zero. In 4 months. Without working extra hours or earning more money. Now, the trap I promised you. The thing that wipes out emergency funds before they finish growing. It's redefining emergency. A flight deal is not an emergency. A sale at your favorite store is not an emergency. A friend's birthday dinner is not an emergency. A new phone because the old one is annoying you is not an emergency. An emergency is something you didn't see coming, that has to be paid for, and that would do real damage to your life if you didn't pay for it. Car repair to get to work, emergency. Vet bill for a sick pet, emergency. Surprise medical copay, emergency. Plane ticket because you saw a deal, not an emergency. Most people don't fail because they can't save. They fail because they let their definition of emergency slowly stretch until the fund leaks out $100 at a time. Write your definition down. Tape it to your fridge if you have to. The emergency fund only works if emergency has a real meaning. That's the recipe. Pick your number. Start with 1,000. Pick the right pan. High-yield savings, separate bank. Build with 3 ingredients, auto transfer, found money, one tiny sprint. And don't stretch the definition of emergency. Once layer 1 is done, layer 2 and 3 follow the same recipe. Just bigger numbers. If this was useful, subscribe. Every week I drop one new recipe for handling money without losing your mind. Next week we're cracking open the most asked beginner question. Roth IRA, explained like you're hungry, not stupid. Until then, keep the kitchen open.